Hey guys, this is Chodaros, and today's tutorial will be on an original design of mine that I call the retro bracelet. I came up with this a good while back and totally forgot. So once I saw it, I thought, ooh, we need to put this out. My thoughts during making this design, or my goal was coming up with something on a 3-pin bar setup for the newbies or just loomers out there that still have just maybe one loom. So it is extremely simple, as you can see, really not much to it. I've only made a 1 loom bracelet so far. I haven't done a full wrap. So the tutorial will be on just this first version here. Excuse me, but there will be another tutorial that covers how to make it with a little bit of a flare. So this one here, I've added jump rings in the center, and it actually has what I'm going to call a jump chain closure, which is just jump rings instead of a single chain. This one here, I added beads to the jump rings with a little bit of a twist. And this one kind of shows more of adding the jump rings to the center. So if that's a look that you are interested in, you can still watch this tutorial, but if you want, you could go ahead, get out of this one, and click on the version 2 tutorial that is being taped after this. Okay, so let's grab our supplies, which all you'll need is 1 loom in a staggered configuration, or it's just 1 pin bars, 1 peg down, and then another peg down. So you want it diagonal like that. And basically maybe 2 colors, your loom hook, C-clip, and we'll get started. Okay, so this one here, you can see it has a clean edge border. Well, they both do, and this is the one I want to show you first how to create. What we're going to do is just lay bands going from this peg to the inside, from the inside to the outside. So it's just 2 bands, and that's going to be the whole loom. And whatever band that you lie first, these bands here, needs to be, or it is the band like here you see in the black, it's the wrap band. So like in this one here, it's that peach color, and you can see that they look totally different in a way. So if you want that distinct difference, then you'll know what color you want to use, so on and so forth. So I'm going to use this red. Excuse me, I'm just getting over a cold. It's from a mixed pack by Rainbow Loom. So it's just super easy laying your bands across like this. So there's 2 alternate borders that you can do. So the first one, that I'm going to show you is that clean edged one. And then I have a half a loom already set up that when we're finished with this one, I'll show you if you would choose to do the other border. Okay, so once we get all of the bands placed, and we do go all the way up to the end of the loom like this, we only have 2 more steps to go. So our next step is to add our single chain border going up the sides. So in this one, it's the band that's on the outside. So that's the black. And then in this one, it is the gold. So I am going to use white, and it's just, as mentioned, a single chain border up the 2 outer pin bars. super simple. I love it. And I never make more than one bracelet. But this one, it takes 3 seconds to make, so I made like 5. So I was like, woo! So I can show different variations. I remember being new to Rainbow Loom, and I started maybe a year after Rainbow Loom came out. And there wasn't half as many designs as there are now, so. Okay, so our last step is to lay cap bands down the center peg. So in this one here, I used the same color as I used the border, so I could highlight that black. And in this one, I used the same color as I used as my horizontal bands. So again, it just depends on which look you're going for. I choose to use the white. So if you're new, making a cap band is just taking one band and then twisting it, and you're making a figure 8. And then you're just going to grab both of those loops, and double is what we're going for here. So it's a double band on your hook to the peg, and that's what's going to secure that center 2 bands when we go to loom them out. I find it easier, I just put the band on and then I twist it around that edge and push it around. So we want to put one of these on every center peg except the last one, which I already did, so I have to go take it off. So we turn our loom around, and we don't need one down here. So we are ready to loom. Super simple, guys. We're going to go in this center one underneath that cap band, grab the band on top and take it back to itself. The next band, the last band under the cap band, and take it back to itself. Just like that. And we're going to continue that until we reach the end of the loom. And I forgot a cap band. There we go. Always grabbing the one on top, so we have clean teardrops that we're making. And my cap band came off. There we go. And it came off again. You might want to hold that cap band down. Okay, a couple more left. And then we just leave this last one blank. Okay, so that's step 1 that's finished. We push all of that down. And so our next step, if you noticed, we have the horizontal bands that we placed first. That band lies on the bottom. So usually what we do traditionally is we have our single chain on the bottom. So when we're finished, we just loom that up and it holds our bracelet together. This one is a little bit different. So we need to go in and take that last band and bring it up and over our peg. So I kind of pull it out and then I pull it up and over. Up and over. So we just do that on every single peg. And by doing that, it does put the border, or our border band, lying last, so that way we can loom it up and then it holds our bracelet together. So again, we only do that to the second to the last, and we don't touch the last one over there. So then we just come over to this side and we're doing the same thing, bringing that last band up and over. And that's why I call this one the wrap band, because it's wrapping the peg. Okay, so make sure you have all of them done. And if you use different colors, you'll know, because when you look at the bottom, you won't see that color that's, like my case, it's red. I should have a white band on the bottom. Okay, so we're ready to loom up the border, and that's our last step. So we want to go inside the wrap band, which mine's red, and grab the bottom one and just bring it forward. And when you bring it forward, you'll have that band, and then you'll have, see, my case, the wrap band is red, and then you'll have two more border color bands. Just make sure you're grabbing the last band on the peg each time. It has to be the last one or it will fall apart. Okay, I'm going to go a little bit quicker. Because it is a super quick design. So we take the second to the last one, we take it up, and then, and because we don't have that cap band on there and we want the bracelet to close up in the center, we want to reach down and grab the horizontal band and bring that one to the center peg. So this side is complete. Now we just want to go into this left side and do the same, grabbing only the bottom band on each peg and just bring it forward. And that is what locks in our bracelet so it doesn't fall apart. Okay, so when we get the last peg, we're taking that horizontal band out and taking it to the center peg. Okay, so we are finished. So you can now take a band, reach down in all of those other bands that are on that pin, and bring this one up through so it's captured all of them. And then I'm going to go ahead and add my C-clip, even though I want to add an extension later. Okay, and then we can rip it off like we used to. So you just want to give it a shake back and forth. And ta-da! There is our retro bracelet. I love it. I think it looks pretty cool. I just can't believe that we haven't made one like this yet. So this one, you can tell, looks exactly like this one here, that you just have that colored band that wrap band. Everything else is in that white or in that gold. And then again, this one, if you would have changed your cap band to the color of your horizontal bands, you get just a little bit of a different look. Okay, so for this alternate border that you can see on the outside, you want to have your loom, like for the example, I just already loomed out the first step, which was just looming out the center bands to the outside. So the next step is just looming out the border. So for the first one here, we just pull that bottom band up and over, and then we're going to take the bottom border band and pull it straight forward. And then we take our bottom band and loop it up and over, and then loom the border band straight. So that's the difference for this one, is you're sandwiching the border band in between that wrapped band. So that way it kind of lies half on the border and half on the inside. And then we leave that bottom one last peg be until we are finished. So then it's the same on this side. We want to take that border straight, then do our bottom wrap. Oops. I already did that one, huh? Well, that can't be. Oops. Let me fix that quickly. Take that one out. So we bring that border in and do the wrap. Border band straight. Wrap it. Border band straight. Wrap it. Okay, and then the same as the other, when you get to the last pegs, we just want to take that center in, and then we just want to grab our holding band there. I'm just going to do a slip knot and then pull it off our loom. Like so. And there you have it. Just that one step gives you a bit of a different look. It gives it a look of like there's a straight line going through, and then you have it wrapped around your border. So again, that's just an alternate. If that's something that you would choose, I like this one a lot better. So that's just the version 2 of it. Alrighty, so that's it for this tutorial. I just wanted to show this version, which is the first one. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you find it, you know, extremely easy and are able to make a ton. And again, if you're interested in adding jump rings and the jump chain closure, go ahead and check out my next tutorial for the retro version 2. So thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned. I've got a lot more coming. Thanks. Bye-bye.